Hi everyone, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day, and we thank you so much for joining Free Power today with us. We're actually going to get into the rest of that video, so let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have everybody here. Thank you so much for joining Free Power. We noticed that Steve Fambro was on ARC, and he's actually talking about the Aptera, and they're asking some really good questions. Interview's not over with. There's some more to come, so we're going to look at the second half of that. So let's go ahead and check the rest of that video out, and we will get into it.
All right, now I'm going to ask you, before I ask you how much this would cost, how much money could it save me, like a year, when it comes to gas?
I mean, gas is ridiculous. I was just in Germany on business, and I paid over $9 a gallon.
Wow.
I saw diesel at the gas station by my house in La Casa. It was over $7 a gallon. So all of our calculations on savings have to be redone because we were averaging, I think, $4 a gallon gas, but you're still saving thousands of dollars per year, like $3,000-$4,000 per year, just by driving this. And so now that's with old pricing. With new pricing, it could be significantly more than that. And who knows when it's going to go back down. Gas seems to go up very quickly, but it takes a very long time for it to go back down.
What does one of these cost once it hits the market?
Our target price is about $40,000. And again, that's one of the highest range electric vehicles you can buy on the market at all for that price. Probably the highest for that price.
Wow.
And that comes with a fantastic infotainment system, its own built-in solar charging, all kinds of exotic features and materials that it's made from. It's made very much like a spaceship, carbon fiber and glass and solar cells.
Does it have just three wheels on it?
3 wheels, yes, for maximum efficiency. 2 in the front, 1 in the back. That lets it cut through the air and have lowest rolling resistance, so we're able to go further on a charge.
Wow, okay. And I'm certain as time goes on, you guys are already deep into figuring out how can I do this for a family of 5, make these cars even bigger and more resilient for the whole family. Because when I see this, it looks like it's maybe for 2-3 people.
It's for 2 people with a lot of cargo, about 25 gallons or cubic feet, 1,000 liters of space. So you can put a ladder in there, you can put a surfboard in there, which is very important in southern coastal California.
Yep.
You can put all kinds of stuff in, about 20 grocery bags. So 2 people plus lots of stuff. There is a product portfolio with larger vehicles, different variants, accommodate more folks. But right now we're just focusing on getting this one to the market.
Say you're driving
down, then I think people...
Let me give you just a quick example real quick. You're driving down the road, and growing up in Phoenix, there's a lot of gravel, and rocks would come and hit your windshield. It happens here in California quite a bit. What happens if a rock comes up and hits your solar panel? How hard is it to replace?
Solar panel, it's a very realistic scenario, and our solar panels are designed to an extremely high standard. So we have an ice gun here. Part of our test is that they're shot with this big ice cannon. We have a ball drop test. We have all kinds of tests, torture tests, to make sure these panels are going to last a long time on your car through the vibration, the heat, the rock chips. And worst case scenario, as somebody bashes it, with a baseball bat or something like that, it's just you unbolt 2 bolts, bolt in the new one, plug it in, you're back on the road.
Wow. All right, if people want to learn more, we got to go, Stephen, but how can people make an order? Where do they go online?
They can go to aptera.us. They can read about the vehicle. They can make a reservation, watch all kinds of videos. Aptera.us is a place to go.
Stephen Fambro, Aptera's co-CEO. Thank you for coming on this morning. Really cool. I'm looking into this. This is a great idea. I love it. Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
All right, interesting interview. We already talked about gas in the last video, and he brought out something very interesting. He said that gas, when it goes up fast. Yeah, it usually jumps by about $1.10, $1.20, $1.50, but when it comes down, it drops very slowly. I mean, it'll probably drop maybe a nickel, maybe a penny the next day, and it just drops very, very slowly over time. So you can't tell me that the gas companies aren't making their money. And I also thought that when he talked about how much money the Aptera can save you, well, of course, that's going to change depending on where you live at. So those that live in a real sunny climate, like he brought out, they may not even have to charge up the Aptera at all. They'll get 40 miles, about 40 miles of range a day just from the sun, except for when it's raining and when it's cloudy. But that could still save you a good bit of money because you're going to get some kind of charge on those panels. It may not be much, but you'll get something. But during the sunny days, you're going to get a good bit of charge from the panels. I also like how he brought out that if your panel gets damaged, I mean, it doesn't take much to have that fixed. He said just 2 bolts. Just take 2 bolts out and you can replace it. And he also, well, he didn't bring this up, but Aptera gives you the right to repair. So whichever panel you need to replace, you could just contact the Aptera facility and they'll give you, and there's a QR code on there that you can scan and they'll know exactly which part you need or which panel you need. And you can replace it, 2 bolts. They'll even show you how to do it. So that's really awesome about Aptera. And then, of course, he brought out how, Aptera is a good vehicle for just 2 people, but what about the family? And this is what I wanted to bring out. I know that a while ago, they actually showed several pictures of other Aptera vehicles that they could possibly come out with. And I'll show that to you now. I don't know how many people remember this picture. They came out with this, I think it was around the end of 2024 or somewhere around 2025. But you can see that they have a truck type vehicle that they have already designed. I mean, they didn't go into any detail about any of this because, like Steve Fambro said, they want to focus on the 2-seater. And they also have a couple of family vehicles. That looks really nice right there with the guy standing next to it. And of course, this one looks pretty nice too. And this looks like a automated taxi version. So they already have plans in the works to come out with some 4-wheel Aptera solar powered vehicles. But the clearest picture I have of this is I only got part of a picture of it, and it looked like it's probably this one right here, or it could be this one. Let me show that to you. So this is the clearest picture that I have right here, and like I said, it looked like the 2 that I showed you earlier, and that really looks nice. See, if I blow that up, you can actually see the solar panels on the hood and how it's shaped, just like the Aptera that they're producing now. Let me give you a better look at that. See, you can see the diamond-shaped solar cells on the hood. So, and that really looks nice. Oh gosh, if they come out with that, this vehicle right here really looks nice. And we're only looking at part of it. But anyway, some really good things. I know that the host was really impressed. He brought out how he's interested in the Aptera now. He's going to do some research. And Aptera is doing some really good things. Of course, we know that they want to go ahead and get their vehicles off the assembly line. And I just want to show you one more picture. Yeah, you can see in this picture that they're putting the finishing touches on the rest of the Apteras on the assembly line, and they are getting ready to go ahead and validate their vehicles. Oh, this is an awesome time. I can't wait till these vehicles get out, and no doubt we should be hearing a lot of good news by the time the summertime gets here. But anyway, what really matters is what you think about what's going on. There's a lot of wonderful things that are happening with Aptera, and they're going to take their time, but we know they will get there. All right, we're going to end it right here. You guys take care. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And we will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.